And Jamie Robson, because obviously with Cohen's injury, he's the natural person to fill in at that position. Is he fit enough to start as well?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. James trained about a week or so now, so yeah, he's more than capable of being in from the start. And as you can probably see on Saturday, I think he'll be chomping at the bit to get the opportunity and hopefully keep his place.
Yeah, chance to prove himself really. It's been a stop-start period since he joined.
It has, and that can happen, and sometimes it's for the good of the club. And what I mean by that is obviously the form that Cohen has shown at times has kept him out the side, and that's how it should be. You should have a squad that's competitive and keep each other out of the team. And Cohen's been able to do that. He's held his position, and Jamie's now got the opportunity to get the shirt.
And do you feel Jamie's going to be one of those that develops a little later maybe than straight away, like we saw a little bit with Teo Adam?
Yeah, I think so. I do think so. And I think Jamie, if you ask him himself, I think it was a little bit of a shock to the system a couple of the games early on when he came down, against some of the better sides and the more physical sides. I think, and this is his admission, not mine, in terms of the SPL, you get that with the Glasgow side and possibly the Edinburgh sides, but not much beyond that matches the physicality of what he's faced so far this year.
We've seen in the Premier League 5 subs going to be allowed from next season. Would you like to see that in the AFL?
I would definitely. I don't see any reason why we should extend the amount of players you have on the bench, but in terms of what you're able to use and availability, I think it's only a good thing. Again, if they keep it sensible and stick to having free opportunities to do that, then I think, I don't see any reason why not.
And we also saw yesterday the amount of money spent by the club on agents, intermediaries, whatever you want to call them, and it was up to nearly 130,000. Is that concerning for you as a manager to have that much money, which potentially could be used for transfers, wages, disappearing out of the club?
Yes and no. I think it's one of them. The reality is, agents are not going anywhere. They're always going to be around, and unfortunately, if you want to do business and need to do business with the better players, then you have to work with them, not against them. So, listen, it's one of them where it's almost part of the game that we've got to accept whether we like it or not. And, again, they make things happen. And if we want things to happen and we want to progress as a club, then that's what has to be.
Charlton this weekend, had an upturn in form over the last 5 games. Are you expecting a difficult task?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they kept 3 clean sheets as well in the last 3 games in their victories. So they're clearly, on a decent vein of form. If you look around the squad, Rob, and the team, it's full of top quality players. I'm sure obviously they'll be trying to finish the season as strong as they possibly can, and then I'll be amazed if next season that they're not fighting and competing at the top end of the table in the top 6 positions. Because the squad that they've got, and I'm sure Jack will add to that in the summer, and they'll be very, very strong.
And a huge week, really, because you could secure safety potentially if results go your way. That must be a real incentive to you and the squad. Yeah,
the earlier the better. I've said that all along. The earlier the better we can do that, and then it sort of takes that anxiety away from the squad, the fans, everybody. Listen, we've got to go and perform well tomorrow, because if we don't perform well, we won't win the game against a good side. So, let's hopefully we can get a performance that we're happy with, and hopefully that'll be enough to take points off Charlton.
And just one final thing, Lewis Fiorini wasn't involved in the second of Scotland's under-21 games. Is he injured or is he okay?
He's got a bit of a groin issue. We're hoping he can train this morning. If he trains this morning, obviously he gives himself a chance at being involved tomorrow. He had a little bit of a groin problem. I don't think it's anything too serious. So, hopefully we can get him on the grass today and he can be available.